Imagine this. A normal person with a normal life suddenly leaves their family, their job, and their friends. They move into a community where one leader controls every decision. They believe everything that leader says, even when those beliefs seem extreme. Many people ask the same question: how could someone intelligent fall into a cult? But psychology tells us something surprising. Most cult members are not weak. They are ordinary people who became involved through powerful psychological influence. To understand why people join cults, we need to explore the psychology of belief, manipulation, and human vulnerability. The word cult often describes a group centered around a powerful leader who demands loyalty and control. These groups usually share several characteristics: strong control over members' behavior, isolation from outside influences, a belief system that cannot be questioned, and a charismatic leader who claims special knowledge, power, or authority. Some cults begin as spiritual movements. Others start as social groups or self-improvement organizations. But over time, the leader often gains increasing influence over followers' thoughts and actions. One of the strongest psychological forces in cult formation is charismatic leadership. Charismatic leaders often appear confident, inspiring, and deeply convincing. They present themselves as people who understand the truth about life, society, or the future. Many followers describe their first meeting with a cult leader as emotionally powerful. The leader may promise meaning, belonging, or solutions to personal struggles. Psychologists explain that when people feel uncertain or lost, they may become more receptive to strong leaders who appear to offer answers. One of the most common recruitment techniques is called love bombing. New members are welcomed with overwhelming kindness and attention. They receive compliments, encouragement, and support from many members at once. For someone who feels lonely or disconnected, this sudden wave of acceptance can feel incredibly powerful. The brain releases chemicals associated with happiness and connection. As a result, the group begins to feel like a safe and supportive family. But psychologists warn that love bombing can sometimes be used as a strategy to create emotional dependence. Once someone becomes more involved, the group may gradually encourage separation from outside influences. Family members may be described as negative or dangerous. Friends who question the group may be portrayed as enemies. Information from outside sources may be discouraged. This process is known as information control. By limiting outside perspectives, the group strengthens the leader's authority. Over time, members may begin to rely entirely on the group for guidance and validation. Another powerful psychological factor is commitment and consistency. When people invest time, energy, or resources into a group, they naturally want to believe their decision was correct. Admitting a mistake can be emotionally difficult. So instead of leaving, members may become even more committed. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. It occurs when a person experiences conflict between their actions and their beliefs. To reduce discomfort, the mind often adjusts beliefs to justify the situation. Many cults also use fear as a control mechanism. Members may be warned that leaving the group will lead to disaster. Some groups claim that outsiders are dangerous or corrupt. Others suggest that leaving the group will result in spiritual punishment. This fear strengthens loyalty and discourages critical thinking. Psychologists note that fear combined with strong authority can significantly influence behavior. One of the most important psychological lessons is this: anyone can be influenced under the right conditions. Cults often recruit during moments when people are experiencing major life changes: moving to a new city, loss of a job, personal crisis. During uncertain times, humans naturally search for meaning and belonging. Groups that promise certainty can become very attractive. Understanding cult psychology does not mean judging those who become involved. Instead, it helps us recognize how powerful social influence can be. Awareness is the first step in protecting ourselves and others from manipulation. Critical thinking, open dialogue, and access to diverse perspectives help individuals maintain independence in their beliefs. Because the human mind is powerful, but it is also vulnerable to influence. Why do you think people stay in groups even when they start noticing problems? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more psychology and human behavior documentaries. If you want, I can also create even stronger 20-minute viral documentary topics, such as the dark psychology of manipulation, very viral. Why smart people believe conspiracy theories, the psychology of power and corruption, inside the world's most dangerous cults, the psychology of fear and control. Just tell me and I will generate another 20-minute high-retention documentary script.